But I just wanted to say that I appreciate you. And thank you. I love that you guys can just sit here and do work. And even if you're bored, sit quietly. I don't think that's that hard. Thanks. Okay. So number 1. What's on here? Number 1 was 43.59 or 43 and 59 hundredths plus 40.0 plus 0.91 thousandths. Alright, so I'll start with my first number. Does it matter how I line my numbers up?
No.
No. Does it matter if the decimals are lined up? Yes. Alright, remember, side note, addition and subtraction only decimals line up. Alright, so here's my decimal. I'm just going to go through and make them really big so I know exactly where they're at. My next number is 40.0. Does this 0 change the number?
No.
No. Who thinks I might have put that there to remind you that the decimals line up? Alright, next one. 91 thousandths. And I add. I'm a little bit more awake today because I woke up because I didn't move my clock back. And I woke up thinking it was already 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm late again. Oh, I gotta go. And then I looked at my phone. I'm like, how is this even possible? My alarm hasn't gone off. I know it hasn't gone off. Nope, it hasn't gone off yet. And then it went off. So it was like 10 till 8. Or 10 till, yeah, 10 till 8. So I was a little scared. 1. 9 and 9 is 18. Carry my 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. Bring my decimal straight down. 3 and 0, 3. 4 plus 4 is 8. You should have this written down just like that, the way I have it lined up. You can also do zeros when you add them in as just as placeholders, as like a dashed line, because it's the same thing, it's representing something, right? So I'll do number 2 over here. Now remember yesterday how I put the bigger number first or second? I put the bigger number first today, right? So there's no way you should have messed this up. So I had 78 minus 54 and 281,000. Where's my decimal at on the 78? Behind the 8. Alright, so I add that in. Good morning. So now I have 78 minus 54 and 281,000. What do I do next? Add in my zeros. Right, because I need to do borrowing. So I'll put in some zeros. So I got something to work with. This is going to be one of those cases where I have to borrow across. 8 turns into what? Where am I borrowing from?
The 8.
I borrow from the 8. There it is. I make that a 7. That first 0 becomes a 10 because this extra part is going right here. Alright? And remember, if I didn't have these decimals here, this would be 78,000, right? Minus 54,281. So when I was borrowing from this 8, I make that 7. This is 7,000 plus 1,000. When I cover this up, because right now that's the only part I'm working with, right?
Yes.
That little 1, doesn't that make that look like 1,000? Yeah? So now I've turned my 8,000 into 7,000 plus 1,000. And then I cross this out.
Yeah, no.
Now I've got 900 plus 100. So now my 1,000 has turned into 900 plus 100. Because now when I cover it up, what am I working with? It's the tens position, right? So here's my 1s, here's my 10s. My 10s can only go up to 90, right? That actual number can only go up to 90 unless I borrow. And when I borrow, right, when I borrow that 1, I'm actually borrowing 1 of that position. So when I borrow 1 from the hundreds, I'm actually taking that extra little bit and pushing it over. I literally have 900, right, plus 100. I've broken down that 1,000 that I borrowed from up here. That's why I break it down like that. That's why I show you that way. Alright, so the same thing goes back over here. So I mark out my 10, make it a 9.
So that's 0 again.
Put another 1 there. Mark it out.
Make it
Make it a 9. Good job.
9.
Alright, so now I've got 10 minus 1, right? What's 10 minus 1? 9. 9 minus 8? 1. 9 minus 2? 7. I'm going to take my decimal and bring it straight down, even if it's a little crooked. Alright, now I've got 7 minus 4. This one's easier than yesterday's, because I don't have to borrow again. So 7 minus 4 is 3. 7 minus 5 is 2. My answer is 23 and 719 thousandths. Do we see that?